son of a gun. You thought I was gonna say son of a bitch, didn't you?
I didn't ask you for your garbage opinion.
Hey, chicken wuss. Help me! Help me!
I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it.
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
Yeah, boy!
Somebody touch my spaghetti! Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Hey, Larry, what about games?
Games? Oh, you want games? It's like you are printing money!
And I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die!
Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
Help me! Help me! No! Don't go! You know, sometimes you need some crazy motherfuckers to change something.
If I said that I forgot I even scheduled a stream today, would you guys believe me and totally forgive me if I were to just literally hop off and do something else? I legitimately forgot I even scheduled a fucking stream today. You know when I was supposed to schedule this stream? I was supposed to schedule this stream for the 24th, not the 22nd. I don't know why in my mind I clicked the 22nd. But you know what? I said I was going to play Animal Crossing. I guess I'll play Animal Crossing. Sure, why the fuck not? If it's in my Switch, it should be. Don't worry. The odds are in your favor. I don't do recordings anymore. So literally it probably is, given it was the last thing I played. Let me see real quick. We'll do Animal Crossing. I don't know what I'll do on Animal Crossing. Oh, I need to start doing other shit, is what I need to do. Why isn't this controller working? Oh, come on. Don't be a piece of shit. Actually work. When's the next time, I'm doing a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon stream? I guess we can kill Final Fantasy, because I ain't playing no more of that today. What a timeline we live in. Alright, cool. See, even I'm ahead of the game. I'm on the ball today. I was ready. As soon as I got messaged in the Discord, I'm like, oh. So I did schedule a stream. How crazy, right? I need to chill with scheduling like 5-7 weeks worth of streams up front. I need to literally relax with that. That's some crazy ass shit. Alright, hold on. Because I haven't played this game in, what, a couple of days? This is going to be, like, literally the shortest stream ever. Just FYI. I'm not going to be here too long. Because I want to literally go sleep. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. And tomorrow, I don't know what the stream is. And then the day after that, I guess I'm not doing a stream. And then the day after that is Christmas. And then the day after that, I don't know what I'm doing. And I just kind of, like, literally I show up at 9 o'clock, and then I just look at what I have scheduled from beforehand, and I'm just like, oh, I guess that's what today's thing is. And that's happened, like, 10 times so far with these new scheduled streams. And I just kind of, you know, I kind of live with it. It's whatever. But anyway, I guess we'll finish doing this stuff on the island. Because I might as well finish that up while I'm still sitting around. I'm not going to shake trees for too long or anything crazy like that. I hope everyone's having a good holiday season. It is a great holiday season, one might even say. A great time. A glorious time. Alright, let me actually rotate. Yes, I got to get the, I got money and I also have, the new app, right? 30,000 whole bells. I have the wrong thing up. There you go. Just because. All right. I already have KK Disco. I think he gave it to me last time. Let's see if Red's here. I would love for Red to be here. First time I see you on during the week, not on a weekend like Saturday night. I have definitely been streaming on weekdays. It's been quite a few days worth of streams that have been during the week, to say the least. I have been here quite consistently for the last couple of weeks, and nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I've been trying to stream a little more. You know, come next year, there's more stuff I do want to stream. I have a lot of plans for things I want to stream. Put away. Specifically, I got a whole list of like old school GameCube games I want to play. So if you stick around for that, that's going to be something that happens next year. In fact, I'll even read out the list of games that I have lined up. Not all of them are super old, but some of them are. And I'm gonna oh shit, hi Winnie. I'm gonna probably start playing Fire Emblem tomorrow, if not tonight. I could have done it last night. I just didn't feel good. I was like, I am having a shit day. There is no point in me sitting my ass in front of Fire Emblem. And actually, I need to farm stuff in Odyssey. Not Odyssey, the other one, Origins. Because I'm actually, one thing I want to do for Assassin's Creed Valhalla is I want to just run around the map and pick up items and do side quests and stuff. Because I just want to do it, you know, there's no real reason to it. I just want to do it. That's literally it. And unfortunately, Valhalla is very, very, very slow. And it's not very fun to have to farm that, you know. What's up, homie? It's a random acting lesson time. Grease up those teeth and smile wide, smirking. Yeah, no, you didn't miss anything. I just started. Don't worry. We're having a good day. Today's a good day. I'm in a good mood today for some reason. Remember when these flowers were planted here? Honestly, the Animal Crossing streams are almost like a place in history when you really consider it. Consider how long they've just been around, you know? Here you go. I like the pink windflowers. Those are pretty nice. And this is white windflower. Do I have a... Am I missing a white windflower somewhere around here? No, okay. So yeah, like if you guys want more old school GameCube playthroughs, those are coming. I got a lot of old school stuff for next year. Because like I said, there's not a lot of games I have lined up. Most of the games I have lined up to play are like... basically leftovers from this year, leftovers from the last couple of years, and then that's it. I don't have anything else really to do. Oh, you're dead, aren't you? A walk-in freezer. Well, it was nice seeing you around, Jack Frost. And that would be really fucking cool, honestly. So, like, I got Star Fox games. I'll actually read out the... Oh, there's the Switch controller. Okay, what we'll do for this stream is I'm going to test my stupid Switch controller, because every time I get that, like, slow motion when I push up, it just bothers me to my core, because I paid a lot of money for this controller, and I'm really annoyed at that. You should make a flag for your town. Go look in Able Sisters machine thing. The Able Sisters are closed. It's 9 o'clock where I am. I'm an hour ahead of you, so I can't do that. See, that's the sad thing. By the time I'm usually around to play Animal Crossing, it's already too late at night. So I kind of just move on. I don't really have much to do. But I'm going to test some fucking games because I'm really annoyed at this stupidity. We have a, what is this, a height measurement thing and a laptop? 70,000 bells. Y'all are crazy. And we got like a hipster makeup set. I'm gonna get the laptop. I don't think I have the laptop yet. I'm gonna buy that. That tent, can you buy me one, please? Sure. How do you not have this stuff yet? You play this game definitely way more than I do. Is it like low spawn rates for some of this stuff? Look how nice that center looks, by the way. I am way ahead of my game when it comes to Animal Crossing. You have no idea. I do, but it's in black. Well, it's back in black. What can you say? Alright, cool. I know exactly the perfect game to test out my Switch controller in, because we're not going to be on Animal Crossing for too long. I'll be completely honest with you. Animal Crossing, I don't really have much to do today. Like, at least on Saturdays, there's like, what's his name? Dogman stops by. KK. KK Slider? KK Slider. And then from there I can kind of like listen to some music. I still need to look up that one song I really like from him. And I'm never gonna find it now that I won it. That's the best and the worst part. Is now that I actually won it, I know I'm not gonna get it. So yeah, I think there were a couple of things I wanted to do while I was here in general. But I think that I'll save that for the next Animal Crossing stream, where I actually like do the final bits of terraforming and move stuff around and all that good stuff. You know how it is. Alright. Gotta get the laptop first. And then this. A kid's tent. It's actually very cheap. Okay. Can't you actually buy stuff like, you know, when you're out and about? I haven't really done that ever. They kind of add it so late in the game, it's almost like not even really worth it. Alright, yeah, see. Okay. I'm just really paranoid this controller's breaking. Alright, I'll mail this, and I mean, unless there's something else I'm forgetting on Animal Crossing, I think I'm done for the day. There's not really too much to really do on it. And then I guess I gotta Google ways to, yeah, like, see that? I gotta Google ways to fix your Switch controller. I wonder if I could send it into Nintendo and get like a refund, not a refund, what is it called, a refurbishment? What's the word I'm looking for? I forget exactly what the term is. Here you are. Did I check my mail? Oh no, I guess I gotta do that. Which one was it? Kids 10. Cool. Because I got a whole lot of games I plan to play on the Switch, and if this thing is kind of busted, I'm going to be kind of salty, because I do not want to play with Joy-Cons. Like, I know that people like Joy-Cons, but I think that the Joy-Cons are just terrible. I just... Nintendo and fucking hardware gimmicks... Actually, the shit with the Nintendo Ninjas came out today. I forgot about that, because it happened like a couple hours ago. Yeah, that happened. That was a thing. Nintendo is a very, very interesting company. Because sometimes they'll do, like, cool shit and everyone will love them. And then they'll just do really, really dumb shit. And I don't understand why. Nintendo is fucking crazy. If anything from the documents that got leaked today showed, Nintendo is fucking crazy. Like, actually bonkers. And it's actually really kind of a tragedy that I mean, like a lot of people are saying, a lot of businesses are like that. It's just that Nintendo's has been well known to be like that for a long time. Like, Bethesda, I think, is the only other company that actively does shit like that. I'm pretty sure. And they're known for doing stuff like this. Oh, shit. I got something from Dodo Airlines. Okay. Pop-up book. I never liked those. I always felt like I was going to rip one of those when I was a kid. Nifty, oh great. Company merch, my favorite. How did you know? What else did I miss? Oh, Happy Home. Cool. But yeah, no, seriously, like, they do go so hard in the paint for shit like that, but then, you know, you want something like backwards compatibility, it's like pulling teeth. I mean, why? That's just the universe we live in. Why would anything good ever happen? Like, at all? Like, most people think that good stuff should just happen because, you know, you pray to a deity or you just feel like you work hard for it. That's not how reality works at all. Reality sucks. Reality is this terrible experience, and technically it's the only thing you ever experience. And then you die, and then that's it. It's fantastic. Hello, Snowman. Hello, Shaniqua. Tulip surprise box. That's why you set your expectations low and you literally never expect anything different. As everything that happened today with the $600 stimulus checks proved, set your expectations to 0. Oh, okay, I already have all these songs. Perfect. Set your expectations to 0 and literally never raise them. It's like when people say, oh, just fake it till you make it, and then they ask, well, when do I stop faking it? And that's the whole point. You know, you never do. You never stop faking it. It's just for eternity. That's life. And people don't want to hear that, but I'm not here to tell you things you want to hear. I'm not here to tell you things you probably should hear. I'm just here to tell you what I want to say. Now, what was I doing? Yeah, I'm dumping this. That's just how life is, I guess. Also, I need to buy the what's it called? I need to buy Shadow, what is it, the Fire Emblem game? Fire Dragon and the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. The original version. Just because it's on sale temporarily, because now Nintendo's thing is to temporarily offer games. Like, holy fuck, man. Could you imagine that shit? Temporarily offer games, like the Mario collection. Because it's Mario's 35th, so they can't sell it any other time in existence? You mean to tell me that someone wouldn't buy Mario Sunshine like 5 years from now, 10 years from now on another console? Like, does that even make sense to you? Does that even sound correct to you at all? No one is gonna buy it after the 35th anniversary? Yeah, I think we're almost done with most of this. I haven't seen fucking Blathers since the last time I saw him on stream, so I guess I'm just never finishing the art gallery ever. Like, seriously, that's the most annoying thing possible. It kind of is inspiring me to not want to finish everything else. At least with the fossils, I can, like, kind of get everything together given enough time, as you can see. That's why I don't really mind it too much. Yeah, see? I think most of mine's together. I'm missing, like, this sea turtle. And I guess most of whatever the hell this is. Iguanodon. Yeah, I'm still missing some, but most of mine are complete, which is pretty nice. So, credit where it's due. I'm doing pretty alright. I'm missing like a Brachiosaurus neck, the back of the turtle, and a couple other things. So it's only like 4 or 5 fossils, really. I'm sending presents to all my friends in Animal Crossing. That's nice. This dude scared the shit out of me, just appearing randomly in my museum. So yeah, I think once I complete Pokemon Mystery Dungeon as a stream game, I'm gonna rotate it out for a little bit. Like once I complete like the base game, unless I'm really feeling it and I really want to get into the post game, I'm probably gonna rotate it out or play it every other week or something. Because I kind of almost wanted to play a Metroid game today on stream before I realized I actually had a stream set up. All right, I'm pretty much done with Animal Crossing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you see how it does that thing? I don't know how I trigger it. It's so fucking weird. And I'm gonna be really mad when it turns out, like, this controller's fucked up. Which I guess it's safe to say that it is. Which is kind of a tragedy. Alright, I think I have I think I have this shit here. What? I will definitely be playing Fire Emblem tomorrow, if not tonight, because I haven't played Fire Emblem in weeks. And honestly, if you guys, I assume all of you own Switches, if not most of you, buy Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is by far probably one of the best games I played on a Nintendo home console in literally years. So I don't think I really need to say too much besides buy it, because I think Intelligent Systems went above and beyond with their presentation and how they delivered Fire Emblem Three Houses. And I think it's going to be a hard sell to make a Fire Emblem game that's better than that. But I believe that they can live up to it, you know? when you really consider what they've been doing for the last like half a decade, Intelligent Systems has been working their asses off. That's why I absolutely adore everything that they do. I like Valentia. I didn't really play Awakening because I wasn't really into it back then. And I like Awakening. I loved Fates. And I like Three Houses. It's probably my favorite. Can I just, did I copy this? You know what? I could just put this. It doesn't matter. This is going to be the shortest stream I've ever done by far. So if I just do this, I don't know what makes it walk, but I know what the walking animation looks like in this game. And I don't know, is it just Animal Crossing where I get that? It's so fucking weird. Because I haven't really played any other games that require you to move forward constantly like Animal Crossing. It's so fucking weird, man. Maybe it might just be Animal Crossing then. As weird as this game is to play with anything. Alright. I'm gonna pose it to people in the chat. Just because I'm out of ideas. What do you guys want to see me play right now? Any non-playthrough game. Just let me know. Because I think this is fine. Which is hilarious that it's fine now that I'm not on Animal Crossing. That's so fucking weird. Because remember, this is a digital stick. So it's not like I went from an analog game to a digital. This is a... I think it's an analog. Oh, no, it's not digital. I'm sorry. So that's so fucking weird. Because look how nice it is. It hasn't slowed. Yeah, so you could... It's very hard to tiptoe in this version. Anyone plays Fall Guys? I do not play Fall Guys at all. I can't double jump. Or, yeah, there you go. It's I have a real hard time with the controls on this version for some reason. I'm really bad with it. I got MK8. Yes. For Switch, yes. I think. Yes, I do. Spyro? Yo, Spyro actually would be good. I haven't played Spyro in a hot minute on the Switch. It's actually ass. Spyro on the Switch is actually horrible. That's a good one. If a lot of people have Mario Kart 8 on the Switch, we actually could play Mario Kart 8 sometime, just as like a group thing, if you guys want to do that someday. Just if we can at least get like 4 or 5 people, maybe we could fill the rest with AI while I still have Switch Online. Because I'm getting rid of that shit soon enough. Which one's this? I have Battle for Bikini Bottom. I actually don't have Battle for Bikini Bottom on PS4, which is the one I should have. Once I get a Series X, I'm gonna play what's it called, backwards compatible. I'm gonna do like Spyro and I'm gonna do Battle for Bikini Bottom because those are the games I waited the longest to get remade. Where's Spyro? That's so crazy. I don't know where it is. Here it is. And like legitimately, a lot of people told me to give up hope that they would ever remake them. And maybe you're right, because I didn't know what Toys for Bob was going to do for the longest. I didn't even know that they were planning to remake Spyro or Crash ever. And they did. How many CCs on Mario Kart? 150. I'm not doing 200. I'm not crazy. I hate 200. 200 is a meme. It is literally the meme difficulty. And I know a lot of people got good at it. I refuse. 150 is as fast as I go. I'm a boomer. What they need is a Mario Kart game that has like a ton of stages. Like, I get that like the character selection in Mario Kart 8 is pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie. I much prefer Mario Kart Double Dash. But again, I'm a GameCube boomer, so it's kind of what I'm supposed to say. Legitimately. I am supposed to say that just because I grew up on it. What can I say? I think I can clip things, maybe. The blue shell. So in my group of friends, I actually call the blue shell the great equalizer because it just comes out of nowhere and it just ruins someone's day. When you use that item, someone's day somewhere is getting fucked up. and it's the worst item in the game, but also the most hilarious item to use. I used to like Crash. Yeah, I like Crash. When I was a kid, I only had Crash 3, and later I got the other ones. Wait, we 100% Ripto's Rage? When the hell did this happen? I didn't stream that, probably. That would actually be hilarious if I did. But yeah, no, it's like there's this one cutscene in one of the Mass Effects where they're talking about firing this really powerful gun into space. And of course, because it's space, it'll never stop going. It'll never stop traveling until it either gets sucked into a planet or hits something. So they're saying, when you fire this thing, you are fucking up someone's day somewhere. And I'm just like, yeah, that's applicable to a lot of things, actually, believe it or not. Someone's day somewhere is going to be ruined by you doing that. Alright, what do we have to do in Spyro? Dry Canyon, Cliff Town. What's the other one? Ice Cavern? You could tell this version is not as good as the other ones. I was actually hoping to get team duels again on, what's it called? On Halo, because I kind of been itching for that a little bit. And unfortunately, they don't have it up. They have, like, Forge World, really. And I'm kind of sad about Forge World. Or not Forge World, it's like Forge Hub or something. They did add the new stuff to Halo 3, though. I would love to play Team Duels again. I just need to know when Team Duels is on the Master Chief Collection. And I'm going to tell one of my friends to let me know when it is, in case I actually forget. Because I love Team Duels. I think it's the most fun game mode. I think it's fucking hilarious. And I wish I had clout, because I would push that game mode super fucking hard. Like, seriously. The things I would do if I actually had internet clout. I wouldn't apply for more clout. I'd petition for them to make that meme mode like a legitimate game mode inside of the game. Like, Call of Duty has Team Defender, and they had it in Modern Warfare 2019. And when it was in Modern Warfare 3, I actually really loved Team Defender. I thought it was the best game mode in the game, because it's both an objective-based game and it's also, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? By the way, as you can see, I'm playing just fine. It doesn't seem to be on any other game. It's only on Animal Crossing I get like that weird stuttering where it'll like stop, start me running. Because right now you can walk in Spyro and it's not doing that at all. So, I don't know. Animal Crossing is fucking weird. What do you want me to say? I'm gonna get Among Us. See, like, I respect Among Us, but I also don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. I'm okay. It's a Zoomer game. I really want Toys for Bob to do something with Spyro next, and I feel like they will. I feel like they like to test the waters first, because I like Crash 4, and I want them to keep doing that. You know, just alternate it, take a break here if you need. But I love the fact that they brought these games back to life, and even if they don't make anything else, I won't be, like, horrifically disappointed. It's just a shame that not a lot of this really lasts anymore in the modern era. You know, you need $70 games with tons of fucking graphics and shit, and I think that that's the wrong way to go about things, if you ask me. Some of the best games I know have nothing to do with graphics at all. They just have good gameplay. Good gameplay, good story, memorable characters, interesting encounters, fun things, you know? Nice audio, I guess. Like, I could play the original versions of Spyro, and I could play this. Because it's just good. It's decent. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's just, I'm not a... See, I like Mario Party, don't get me wrong. I wish Mario Party had an online mode that wasn't trash. And maybe for Mario Kart 11, Nintendo will actually pull the stick out their ass and do it. I think they should do it like Civilization, where you can start a game with X amount of people, and then you're supposed to continue it when they're all ready and all present again, you know? Because I would love to play Mario Party online. But the thing is with Nintendo is they need dedicated servers, and they refuse to put any fucking dedicated servers up for most of their games, if not all of them. And it's most evident with Smash, because with Smash you need dedicated servers, because it's, for lack of a better word, it's a fighting game. You need those split-second decision moves to actually have shit come out. And that's like kind of the whole point. If you don't, you know, your move that might have saved your life won't come out. And, you know, that's kind of lame. Just like the good old days of Brawl on the online. If you ever played Smash Brothers online for Super Smash Brothers Brawl, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the reason I mained Ike in that game, like everyone else. Because Ike is actually fucking good in a lag environment. I don't know why. It's probably just his sword swings check more often, whether or not they're hitting something. Please make the max 20 for the news that get 12th place every game. Max 20 for what? Races? People? I don't know what max 20 is. Civilization Revolution was the only game in the franchise I played and I won with Genghis Khan. I have Civ 6, I think. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. It's a very in-depth game, you know, you gotta learn a lot about it. I'm not opposed to it. It just definitely is a little bit of a big thing for me to chew on. It's not my type of game. Especially when I play with my friends who, like, specifically play games like that. It's like, well, shit, of course I'm gonna be outpaced. For MK8, you can make the max players 20. I actually didn't know that. I mean, we'll see. I need if like at least a couple of you guys have it, we can do that. Or I don't know if we can open up rooms to be public. I'll consider that. That'll definitely be something for the new year, I'd say. Is to have that. Okay, sweet. And what I want to do is I also want to play Resident Evil 1 again. One of the games I am gonna play next year is gonna be Resident Evil 4, because I've never actually done like a full playthrough of Resident Evil 4 on the channel. So I'm gonna play the Wii version, because that's the version I have the Chicago typewriter on. I'm debating if I want to do a Chicago typewriter run. I really want to, because I think it's fun, and it's just like a cool thing. You know, it's a cool weapon you get for doing everything. And Resident Evil 5 is also another game on that list of games, because I want to play that game. I actually really like Resident Evil 5. Not more than 4. I think they leaned into the co-op. You can't make it 20 right now, but I want it to be 20 in the next Mario Kart. Okay, I gotcha. I mean, even more than 20, I want them to add more more stages, because after a while, like, 48 stages is not a lot. Not to mention, they kind of pad the number by bringing back old courses, you know? That would be, like, severely above and beyond if you were able to get, multiple games worth of full courses, you know? Technology win, domination win, money win, or space win. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I also played Tropico 3. I don't think there was ever like a 4X style game I actually really enjoyed. I'll be honest with you. Was there a 4X style game I ever really liked? I don't actually know. I never really liked, you know, building games like that. It's just not my cup of tea. That's all it is. Did I do Dr. Shem? No. Please remove Pink, Gold, Peach, and Link. See, I don't have a problem with Link being in the game. And like, it's cool that all the Koopa kids are in, but what about, like, Birdo? You know, what about all the characters that were in previous games that they just don't bring back? I think that's the one thing I'm not a fan of, is like, in Double Dash, they had, like, pairs, right? Like, they had Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, Bowser Jr. You know, they had all these different characters, and then they didn't bring back, like, any of them. Cool. That was actually a little horrifying. I wasn't sure how hard he was going to curve around that corner. And, like, I'm not even, like, a huge fan of Birdo, right? But, like, she was in a couple of games. Like, they only bring out Birdo when they need a counterpart to Yoshi, which is kind of fucked up. Really. Age of Empires. World builders? Maybe. I've heard 4X. I don't remember what the X's stand for. It's like expand... I don't even know. I'm not even gonna pretend to know either. Oh, god damn it. This is an army of Twitch subs, apparently. Tier 3 subs. But yeah, Pink, Gold, Peach, and like Metal Mario. Like, don't get me wrong, the more the merrier. But like, why those characters? Oh shit. Well, I'm dead. Yep, goodbye. I'm dead. That's like actually one of the harder jumps I have to make anywhere in the game. I'm not a fan of that. Splatoon 2, more like Splatoon 1.5. My biggest problem with Splatoon 1.5, as you would put it, is I hate that you can't make parties. You have to play like League play. And it's like, well, why can't we just have like a normal Call of Duty style party system? Like, Nintendo would be cool at stuff if they weren't like the first. They think they're like the first people to any innovation or any party, and they're really not. They're arguably like the last people. So it's like everyone else has a game system where you can party up and then they'll fill in the rest of the team. Splatoon has to be the one game where they're special. Am I gonna make this? Okay. I don't know why. I actually don't know what I really did there. I might have gone for one corner over the other. Splatoon has to be the one game that's like special, and they don't let you do that for some reason. I don't know, I guess they're afraid of people getting pub stomped, but people get pub stomped on literally every other game in existence, except for COD now, because COD is stupid. And you're not allowed to have fun on Call of Duty anymore. I forget what his thing is. Okay. Is it the last one where he swings? Or he spins in a circle? Okay, I remember. That's why I didn't play Splatoon 2 for more than like a week or two, because I was like, wow, I want to play this game with my friends and I just literally cannot. And by the way, they charge you for online now for for Nintendo stuff. Of course they do, because everyone else charges for it. And it's the same thing I said back when I paid for Xbox Live for like 3 years in a row. I was like, of course they're going to charge you for it. Of course everyone's going to want to get a slice of that online-only pie. Why wouldn't they? They'd be stupid not to. Honestly. I just don't like the way that they, like, necessatorily was the word I was going to use. They bundled it together with, the Virtual Console, which I think is incredibly lame. Because I like the Virtual Console. You know, a lot of my playthroughs of the last couple of years have been like Virtual Console on the Wii U. Tactics Advance. I'm planning Minish Cap in the future. Metroid Fusion. How many times I've run through that on streams. Metroid Zero Mission. Like, all these different games I played, and they make you... They made me waste $20. My subscription was going to last until January 2nd, 2021. Yeah, I actually recently got mine renewed, and I fucking missed it, and now I have another 3 months. So I have another 3 months of Animal Crossing stuff to do. Which is good. I mean, I get to do whatever on Animal Crossing, however often I play it. And don't get me wrong, $20 is a pretty reasonable steal, all things considered. But I just think it's kind of unnecessary. Their service isn't bad, obviously, for the price cut compared to, like, the 60 of everyone else. I was like, what's the point? I don't even really play anything online on the Switch. Kind of all the games are bad. My Switch is, like, basically a single-player device. That's basically all I do with it. I never remember what comes next. I think it's the chests, maybe. And that's why I'm just so disappointed, because, like, how many consoles in a row do I have to pray that Nintendo does something right, you know? With hardware, at least. Their hardware practices are fucking terrible. And I'm tired of it. I can't keep saying, well, maybe someday they'll get it. Maybe they just fucking won't. I love their games. Usually, there's things about their games that kind of annoy the shit out of me and I don't like. But, you know, you can't love everything all the time, I guess, right? Oh, this way kind of sucks. That's why I don't really use this way. Oh, fuck. I've been in this position before. I forget what was the correct move that I made. Yeah, if you go to this one first, you lose. I remember now. Speaking of Mario Kart 8, have I unlocked Gold Mario, Gold Parts, and new home screen? No. No, especially not on the Switch. When it was new, like 6 years ago, maybe I did. On the Wii U. But as far as Switch games go, I haven't really been playing a lot of games in the last, like, however many years. I'll be honest with you. What I would like to do is play Double Dash again and unlock everything again. Double Dash doesn't actually take that long to unlock everything in, which is kind of nice. So I would like to do Double Dash again out of anything. I should legitimately set that as a stream in the near future. Like Double Dash, you get Petey Piranha and King Boo, and then you get everyone. That's why I love Double Dash so much. It's such a good part of my childhood. You could dodge red shells when they come in just by doing the power slide. I like that a lot more than I do modern Mario Kart, where like a red shell is a death sentence and there's no amount of skill you could do to outplay it. And that's really what I want to do, is I miss those good old days of classic games on the GameCube. Because, like, I never had a problem with any game on my GameCube except for Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, which is literally Sonic 2K6, just people don't play Spyro as much as they did Sonic. That's basically it. If you've ever played Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, you know that that game is massively fucked up. In fact, I think there's an exploit that speedrunners use to beat the game in like 5 minutes or something, because apparently the coding near where the final boss arena is so terrible that you could just head bash through it right away. And you could just get to the final boss right at the start without doing anything to unlock it. And I guess clearly the final boss doesn't really require you to learn or get anything, so people just, you know, beat the game as is. Because that's the mark of a good game. And people want to say Cyberpunk is like the worst game ever. Like, I don't think people who say that have really played games that were like fundamentally like fucked up at launch. Not like to be a dick about it, but, you know, there's been a lot more games that were worse than Cyberpunk was at launch. And Cyberpunk is not the worst game ever to come out at launch. I hate this guy. This guy's actually like the harder thief in the game. How do I get this guy? I forget. You have to like cut him off at like a good angle. Ah, fuck. No, come on. Oh my God. Okay. Cyberpunk is definitely far from the worst game ever made. And that's why I'm actually surprised that they're giving out the amount of refunds that they are. Because, I mean, all things considered, I mean, like, for the console version, I guess it makes sense, because there isn't really the 9th generation versions yet. But really, it's not bad at all, I mean, on PC. And that's just the sad part, is that, like, the PC version is ultimately just the one that was ready. And everything else really kind of wasn't. I mean, even the PC version has its problems, so I'm not totally excusing everything. The game does need a lot of love and a lot of care, and I don't think CD Projekt Red is going to go bankrupt unless a whole bunch of actual fuckery happens. But, let's actually finish the homeworld first. Don't you have to take this out here for something? I think I missed it. Like, I know I played Battle for Bikini Bottom this year as a playthrough, but I think what I'm going to do for next year is I'm going to play the SpongeBob movie video game, which I played a little bit of this year, and I'm just basically doing it to juxtapose, like, how bad the other SpongeBob games were that weren't Battle for Bikini Bottom. Because I legitimately think Battle for Bikini Bottom is, like, the only decent SpongeBob game in existence, and the rest of them are just pretty bad. Maybe Revenge of the Flying Dutchman is, like, serviceable, but the rest of them are just pretty much garbage. So I don't really consider them half the time. Yeah, these guys are pretty good now. So it's like Resident Evil 4, I got like the Spyro games on there. I got a lot of stuff lined up. I actually have at least like almost 10 hours of Assassin's Creed footage just ready and just never uploaded it. So that'll be something that I throw out at some point in the near future. Atlantis Square Pantas? I've never heard of that game, if that's a SpongeBob game. Again, most of my actual care and attention for SpongeBob pretty much disappeared after the movie. So anything beyond like a certain point, I just don't know anything about. Do you see him fire that sideways, by the way? Like, he totally was not supposed to do that at all. That was kind of a G moment. I also want to do Resident Evil 2. I want to get the platinum in Resident Evil 2. That's not maybe a stream thing. What I do want to stream on it is beating the game as fast as possible without dying. Obviously, I'm not going to speed run it, like an actual speed run. But I do want to redo that Resident Evil 1 speed run that I did, because I was really proud of that when I did that. And I know none of you were here for that, but that was my first stream that I ever did. Because I was like, I gotta show this one. When I really should have just recorded it, because it was actually a really good run and the audio was fucked up, and I can never fix it because of how I streamed back then. This was before OBS, basically, because I remember starting to use OBS like back in 2016, like late 2016. Not even the OBS I'm using now. The OBS I'm using now is called OBS Studio. There used to just be open broadcasting software. And now they have like OBS, they have OBS, OBS Studio, and OBS Streamlabs. I didn't really like OBS Streamlabs when I was using it. By the way, they throw Wumpa fruit. Nice little reference. No. I know there's like lights, camera, pants or something for one of the SpongeBob games. I don't know. I don't really plan on playing a lot of them. Like, a lot of those Nickelodeon games I really don't care about. The only other one that I actually kind of care about is Tak and the Power of Juju, which I'm sure will never get a remake ever. Oh shit, I missed him. I didn't even like Tak and the Power of Juju when it was new, and I'm sure I'm gonna hate it again when I play it. But that's another game I want to play in the near future. And I don't even think you could play it on anything relatively recent. Like, that was a new IP that Nickelodeon made, and they just kind of forgot it exists. These guys even hurt you? I don't even know if they do. Look at that. Oh, I remember when I was doing these streams a while ago, because I remember I had that one glitch with the elephants on that one map. Fun times. I've had a lot of good streams in the last couple of years. At least interesting things happen, you know? Can't really ask for too much more besides that. What? Am I gonna die? No, okay. Hell, maybe if I play Resident Evil, I might actually learn how to do Chris's campaign. Because I never really learned how to do Chris's campaign. I pretty much exclusively play as Jill. Because being able to carry 8 items is just too fucking helpful. It's very hard to do Chris's campaign, in my opinion. Because a lot of the times you're relying on, like, small keys and stuff. And I just think it's way more obnoxious than it needs to be. So that's why I mostly do... Oh, that was close. That's why I mostly prefer to play as Jill. Even though Chris's story is apparently the more canon one, I don't really care because no ending of Resident Evil 1 is canon. Someone is always missing from the helicopter ride. Why they didn't fix that in like the 20 years the game has been out, have a true ending, I don't know. They just never did. There is no true ending of Resident Evil 1. Maybe in the Umbrella Chronicles, they might have the true ending. Because Umbrella Chronicles is kind of like this weird amalgamation of the games. That's why that's the one thing that kind of turns me off about Resident Evil, is that like they have all these opportunities to fix up the timeline and they like routinely never take any of them. And it's just kind of annoying. I like my video game stories, you know? It's something I get involved with when it's a series I care about. And I feel like the remakes could have done that and they didn't. That was like the one thing I wasn't a fan of from the remakes, and I don't know, Resident Evil 3 kind of was just terrible. Most of the games this year were either really good or really shit, and there was very little in between. But you know what, I'm grateful for the good games we did get, and I can actually say that now that we're basically in, you know, the end of the year. Right, he already left. I'm not even looking to do that yet. I hate this. This is the worst. This is actually the worst. I get so nervous doing this. All right. So he just runs around and completes the circuit, which is fine. Yeah, no, I don't particularly want to play a ton of games. Like, I own a lot on my GameCube, but to be fair, a lot of the GameCube games I own are mostly just as out of a collector's sense. They're not really because I necessarily want to play them. I'm pretty sure I've talked about all the games I have on my GameCube and just in the library in general, and most of them I really don't even like want to play, either because I don't really like them or it's been too long. That's like one of the easier eggs to get. I missed gems? I missed 2. Okay. Because like I have most of the Tom Clancy games, like the early Rainbow Six games. I have the Splinter Cell games, you know, stuff like that. I have Tony Hawk, Thug 1, Thug 2, Pro Skater, stuff like that. Like most of these games I just really generally don't want to replay or play at all. Like Time Splitters 2, for as much as I love Time Splitters 1, I really don't like it. Just honestly, I'm not a fan of Time Splitters 2. I think Time Splitters 2 is just, it's not very fun. It's a very, very weird game. I see some people say it's like their favorite Time Splitters, which I guess I can kind of sympathize with because, you know, it's a dead franchise either way. But, you know, I do kind of like it a lot. Future Perfect is one of my favorite first-person shooters just because of how out there it was. And I'm really sad that we never got Time Splitters 4. It's just this infinitely rumored project like Eternal Darkness 2 that just never happens because, I don't know. Eternal Darkness 2 ran into like a ton of problems for some reason. They like had I don't even remember, like one of the mods got caught doing something illegal. Alright, nice. Just the weirdest shit. I like how I catch him this time, no problem. And I don't know, they just never... It was something that people reported on, and then just one year they just stopped reporting on it, and just nobody asks about it anymore. Collectively, everyone who doesn't care about it just forgot about it. And it's something that just no one talks about. Even though, in my opinion, Eternal Darkness is one of the better horror games I think I've seen in a while. You know, it's like Silent Hill mixed with Call of Cthulhu. And it's a very interesting game. It's just, you know, it was kind of niche, even when it was new. The most notable thing about it when it was new was that it was like the first licensed Nintendo game, M-rated game. That's basically what it's known for. I almost said notorious. It's not a bad thing. But that's like what people commonly identify it with, is like the first licensed M-rated Nintendo game. I've got a headache right above my right eye. You know, I actually kind of know that feeling a little bit. All right, very nice. Is it coming? There it is. Silent Hill is a good movie. I thought the Silent Hill movies weren't that great. But you want to know what I do remember from the Silent Hill movie? That one scene where Pyramid Head rips that woman's skin off. Like, basically skins her alive using only his hands. And that's the sad part, is like Pyramid Head is like obviously the poster boy of that franchise. And I'm really eternally sad about what happened with PT, because Kojima was legitimately going to save that franchise. He was going to make it one of those franchises that has his name on it so people just like it, and it has an interesting twist on it. And I mean, because he didn't get to do that, we got Death Stranding, so I mean, I can't totally say it's a loss. But for what it's worth, like, I was really looking forward to that. I was about to say, like, Konami's about to enter a golden age, and it's going to be on Kojima's buck that they do it. And there's literally nothing wrong with that, because he's a really good game developer. He might make questionable decisions in his game making, but I don't think anyone can argue that Hideo Kojima is not a real visionary and knows how to make his visions come to life. He might be overly heavy-handed about some things, but, you know, for the most part, he's very good at accomplishing the narrative that he wants to accomplish. And I mean, it's very rare that you get a game developer where you get that. Now, I don't know about the Silent Hill movies, but I love Silent Hill 1 and 2. Or not 1 and 2, I'm sorry, 2 and 3. I really do. Because if you, like, I still have PT. I know it's very hard to find a legitimate copy of PT because it's basically something you would have had to keep on your console and not delete ever. But, like, PT is actually, like, a very, very atmospheric game. And it's just sad that, like, nothing full of it will ever be made. I mean, technically, Resident Evil 7 kind of borrows from that, or just has a very similar feel, but it's not the same, you know? PT legitimately just has this ghost stalking you the whole time. And it's just a very interesting sort of a deal. No, you can't do that? I thought you could. Man, how do you get in? No, you have to just be able to jump. It's got to be from one way or another. You're able to jump into it. Because obviously what they want you to do is something like this. I think this is the last egg in the game, if I'm not mistaken. No, there's Wizard Peaks, but this is like the last egg in the game that I remember getting when I was a kid. Okay, that was unlucky. Okay. Even I couldn't believe when he ripped that chick's skin off. I was like, that was the most metal moment in the whole movie. Because what they like to do is they like to remake video games as like movie plot lines. And I mean, just in general, that's usually kind of a weak thing to do in my opinion. Like, that's why I didn't really like the Resident Evil movies at all, even though I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. That big ass knife. Yeah, Pyramid Head is the most iconic thing that they've ever created out of Silent Hill. because it's basically like their Mr. X or their Nemesis, you know? Everyone knows who Nemesis is, even before the remake, just because he's like... The Tyrant was one thing. I think Nemesis, both from a gameplay and lore standpoint, was more significant in a lot of ways, I'd argue. Is this enough? I think it is. No. Okay, I don't know how you get in here. Do you have to go to the left and then jump over, and I just messed it up? And you can tell that they're kind of bankrupt at Silent Hill because they don't really create any other characters besides Pyramid Head. Like in Homecoming, they have Pyramid Head again, even though it makes really not a lot of sense that Pyramid Head would show up in someone else's Silent Hill, because he was specifically designed to be James's torturer. So why he would show up in Alex's thing is really just weird, and I don't understand it. Hilarious. And same thing with the nurses. The nurses are supposed to be like James' suppressed sexuality because his wife is just in this awful coma and dying of a horrible disease. And that's why I like Silent Hill 2. I actually wrote an essay about Silent Hill 2 for school once, and I actually got a pretty decent grade on it. If I'm lucky, I still have a copy of it somewhere, but I'd have to look. Probably don't have it, but maybe I do. Because there's a lot to unpack in it, not to say the meme. There's actually like a lot of stuff in Silent Hill 2 that's like very interesting from a character analysis and just in general from a story standpoint. There's like actually like a lot of good stuff in it. But it's clear they can't really find another way to make iconic Silent Hill games, and now they just don't even bother. When was the last Silent Hill game? Was it like that one for the Vita, probably? Book of Memories? Because PT was their big break. And there's been a lot of theories about why they canceled it and why they shit-canned Kojima the way they did and did all that stuff that just got them endless amounts of bad press. Like, there's a lot of reasons that they threw out. What did the MPAA rate it? Probably R. I mean, if it was in theaters, it has to be R. I don't think you could rate... put something higher than that and still have it be in theaters. Oh shit, there's another one, right? Yeah, I fucked up. It's R. Oh no, Silent Hill is completely a mature franchise. It is not meant for kids. Because in fact, the one kid in Silent Hill actually doesn't see it as Silent Hill because she has no emotional baggage. And that's one of the good parts of Silent Hill 2, is they take an interesting take on it. They're like, hey, Laura can't actually see any of this fucked up shit. She has no concept of any of this stuff. Such a good game. I understand people were upset about the HD port. I wasn't too torn up about it, probably because I'm not like a super diehard fan of it. But I get why people would be upset. It was at least fun that I was able to experience it and not have to buy like a PS2 and then find a PS2 copy of Silent Hill 2, which in the year 2012 was already a pretty difficult thing to do, let alone 2020. You know what I mean? I went the wrong way. I'm not actually even supposed to go this way. Yeah. NC-17. Yeah, you never really see NC-17, in all fairness. Haha. Gotcha. It's really only 2 of these? Okay. I'll simp for you, McQueen. Alright. It really does not last that long. I think that's it, right? Yep, we're done. Like I said, Spyro 1 is a pretty basic game. There's not too much to it. But yeah, they don't really do NC-17 ever. I can't remember the last time one actually made it. They just give it R. It's like modern day games have stuff in it that 20 years ago would have gotten it an AO rating that just gets passed today as an R or as an M rating. Like Last of Us 2 having gratuitous sex might have gotten it an AO back in the day, let alone all the other stuff in the game. But nowadays it's just an M. You know? It's mostly sexual content that gets stuff like actually thrown into the adult jail. Because it you know, gore is one thing, but if you show a nipple, my god, think of the children that shouldn't even be playing the game in the first place. I was a child playing M-rated games, and I turned out pretty okay, I think. If anything, that's not the reason I'm fucked up. Which one am I supposed to do first? Man, I hate these. I'm really bad at the Spyro 1 stages. I'm really bad at them. You know what game should get a re-release that will never get a re-release? Haunting Ground. I've been trying to find a copy of Haunting Ground that isn't like an arm and a leg for literally years. Haunting Ground is a hard fucking game to find, I'll tell you that much. Are you kidding me? I'm so fucked. Why did I do it from this way anyway? See, I think I was like a second too fast, because now I looped around and now the other ones are going to take some time to come back. So I think I'm screwed. You're probably supposed to do chests after that. Chest third. Oh yeah, I'm really screwed. Please? Mercy? Clemency? Unbelievable. I think the timer legitimately hit 0, but this game is pretty nice. If you hit something right as your timer depletes, it counts the new time. That's as they say, poggers. Try hard 7. Christ, that was a little bit of a nerve-wracking thing. What, you're here? Fuck off. And I was having a good time too. There are only about 100 X-rated movies in the whole world. See, back in 2017, I actually was watching some very, very interesting movies with someone I knew back then, and one of them. It was oh fuck, what were they? It was a Serbian film, Cannibal Holocaust, or Salo, I think it was, and then Human Centipede 3. In the same night. It was a great time. I very much enjoyed myself. And of course, every good thing in life has to come to an end. Just remember that, people. You don't get to do good things in life for free. In fact, you rarely ever get to do good things in life, period, or enjoy them. Okay, I actually got a little lucky there. It was a very interesting night. I had fun. But, you know, then that person was, kind of turned out to be scum of the earth, so go figure. I'm a very horrible judge of character. I've hung out with a lot of weirdos in my life. But that's the kind of people that interest me, is fucking weird people. Like, can you really blame me? Like on a certain level, right? Like, do you actually get over here from there? No, you don't. You do it from the start of the stage. I remember when I figured this out when I was like 8 or something. You would never think to look to the left like this. This is like running to the left in a Mario stage right at the beginning. Because nowadays you could actually like, it's been a long time you could show full-on nudity in a movie, right? Like there's like Friday the 13th movies where they show tits. So it's not really even a big thing anymore, all things considered. What? Oh, that was almost really bad. It's been like, that's not even like a really ridiculous thing anymore. And I mean, they had to fight a lot of battles in the 70s and 80s to get... I killed myself anyway. That's hilarious. They had to fight a lot of fights to get to that stage, but you know how it is. I mean, first, everything follows movies, right? Like, first it was big Hollywood blockbusters in the 90s and the 80s that made a shit ton of money, and then everyone suddenly wanted to copy that, you know, for their own fucking things. Like, for video games and all that, they wanted to copy that success. You know, and then you fast forward a little bit, and then it's everything. I remember my dad tricking me into watching Sausage Party. That's not a very fun trick to play. I'll tell you that much. That movie is really, really... It's not even bad. It's tongue-in-cheek sexual jokes you'd hear in high school. It didn't even double jump. Wow, that's excellent. It's just not a good movie. The movie's whole point was like shock value, basically. That's what they made a movie about. Shock value. You need to clock out? No problem. You ain't gonna miss too much. Unfortunately, I hit the checkpoint before I did this. Yeah, take your time. Get some rest. It's all good. I remember watching Sausage Party, and I was like, this is the movie everyone hyped up. Like, it was the next best movie in the world. It's just garbage. It's just made by two really famous people. I forget who. I forget their names. Something... I don't remember their names. It just wasn't good in my opinion. It was just like, hey, here's grotesque innuendos. And then obviously that one scene at the end that was clearly designed to make internet clout points. Because look how bold and adventurous we are. We had food fuck in a movie and everyone watched it. Like, okay, cool, thanks. And I'm really sorry I watched it. As usual, was the best R-rated comedy is Grandma's Boy. I've never heard of it and never seen it. And honestly, maybe it's for the best. I have to go back around. You have to do it twice, unfortunately. I like the Austin Powers series, but I think that's rated PG. There's got to be something I have in the list of DVDs I have in my house, which isn't very long and large because most of them got thrown out. But, I don't know. What was that one? Soul Plane. That was the movie. Soul Plane was fucking hilarious. Soul Plane is the definition of racial comedy, which you can't do anymore. Soul Plane was fucking hilarious. I enjoyed the shit out of Soul Plane. I'm never gonna watch it again, though. That's never gonna happen. I don't watch a lot of movies, admittedly. Like, I will be the first to tell you I don't watch a ton of movies. They're just not my cup of tea. I don't really enjoy them. I just don't like movies anymore like I used to. Like, there'll be some movies I care about, but most of the movie series I actually liked have been just turned into modern day Hollywood garbage, so I just don't care for them anymore. I used to like Terminator. I like Batman movies. I thought the Christopher Nolan Batman series... Oh my god, are you serious? I am having terrible luck today. I like the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. I thought Joker was also kind of a good movie in that. It's not the same universe, but I like Joker. What else? I like the original Jurassic Park, and I kind of like Lost World. I like Predator 1 and 2. I like Alien 1 and 2. Well, it's not Alien 1 and 2. It's Aliens. I like that. Like, there's a fair amount of movies I really enjoy. Okay, come on. This guy doesn't even run. The whole point is just to get to him. I like the Terminator series before they went to shit. But needless to say, Terminator was shit before I was even born. That's how long ago Terminator went to shit. All the 90s Terminator movies and stuff are just, none of them are any good. I like Star Wars. You know, it's just like, there's not a lot of movies I look forward to, because even games, there's not a lot of games I look forward to anymore. I'll be completely honest with you. Like, even video games I'm not a huge fan of anymore. That's what I mean, like, next year I just plan to play a bunch of old fucking games I never played before. At least that way it'll be new shit that I haven't done before and I can get caught up for whatever happens the year after. Beautiful. You know, once you know how to do that jump, it's actually like one of the easier things to do in the game. Have anything back here? Yeah. This might be one of the most advanced things to do in the game. Now, I never read any developer logs about this game, but I wonder if there's a reason that there's no thieves in stages after this. Like, there's a whole extra 2 worlds and not a single egg in any of them. Oh, there's an egg up above. Yeah. Because we're only halfway through the game, I guess, by raw numbers. Yeah, there he is. Ever watch 100 Tears? No. That's the last egg of the game. Like, literally, there's 2 full worlds, and they didn't include all the eggs. It's like in Spyro Ripto's Rage, it's like they have a world, and it's like, well, there's no spring world. I think I did read something about that. They did say, like, they intentionally didn't include another one. They were never going to, and it's like, but why? I don't know, they just didn't do it. Yeah, like I said, I don't really watch movies a lot. So anyone probably watches more movies than I do, honestly. Oh yeah, you need to bash this. Alright. Should we do Blowhard today? There we go. Yeah, I'll finish this world. I mean, there's only Blowhard left anyway. And then I guess that'll be the end of the stream. Literally an hour and a half anyway. Well, look. Ain't nothing wrong with Spyro. I love Spyro. Spyro's great. Could play this forever. Just even if it's the same stuff over and over and over again. It's one of those games I really could. Each game is short enough, you know, you don't really spend too much time. It's very readily available, and I miss platformers, you know? I think that's the one thing that makes me really sad, is like, as a genre, platformers and collectathons don't really happen anymore. Which, I mean, is whatever. I just hate that everything's like a shooter nowadays, or a super serious game. So I miss when we had parody games, just to take the edge off, so nothing gets too intense. What day is it today? Tuesday? Yeah. I guess I can't do that. Imagine having to actually dodge. I know I'm kind of a hypocrite, because I always complain that Spyro 2 and 3 didn't have the dodge. But I mean, to be fair, you don't really need it in this game. As helpful as it is, and as fast and responsive as it is. This dude's literally throwing an anti-air. Ah, I messed that up myself. I wonder if there's any sheep in this level, like, at all. I hit him and I didn't even know he was there. I don't think there's any sheep in boss levels, though. Oh. Yeah. 100 Tears is is so gruesome, literally no sex, no nudity. Well, it sounds like a wholesome movie then. Like I said, I haven't really watched anything ridiculous since then, so I can't really speak too much to like anything ridiculous. That was kind of the person I watched fucked up movies with. Because I don't really watch movies by myself either, unless it's something I'm really, really into. Usually I watch it with someone else. And like I said, I haven't had that in a movie in ages. I think this is like the easiest boss, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really think he does anything. I am going to try to get to level 60 in WoW. I don't know if anyone who actually watches my content would actually want to watch me play WoW. So I'm just going to assume the answer to that is a flat no. Because I would play it, but it would be boring. Yeah, he's really easy. Not a hard boss at all. Okay. But yeah, like I said, that was 3 years ago. That was over 3 years ago. Why don't you play anything to stream? Because it's something that keep me sane. Yeah, I thought you left. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I thought you had left. But yeah, I'm gonna stop now anyway, because I'm gonna go do other stuff tonight. I guess I'll set the next Animal Crossing stream for the end of the year. I really don't think there's gonna be anything. We might have I might do like a New Year's end of years thing. Maybe. I'll consider it. Oh, he was gonna anti-air me. He was fucked up. His right hand fucking clown shot this guy's eyes off. What was that? What was that movie that came out recently with the killer clown? Was it Terrifier? Terrifier was another movie like that. They had the clown chop the lady up vagina first. It was fucking ridiculous. I remember hearing about that movie. I'm like, what? How did that pass anything? And that's just because nowadays you could show whatever. No one really cares anymore. If it's not like full-on sex, no one cares. And that's what I learned for both video games and movies. And even then, you can imply a lot. Like, obviously HBO can do whatever, but like you could show a fair bit, even compared to when I was a kid. You could show a lot. I mean, come on, Last of Us 2 legitimately makes you watch full-on sex. Like, not the whole thing, but enough that it's kind of gratuitous. But it's extra gritty and real, dude. It's what we all should be grateful to pay money for. Alright, well, I'm done. Pretty sure it auto-saves. If not, it's fine. Alright, so I guess I'll be scheduling Spyro streams from now on, because I don't mind playing Spyro. So we got Spyro, Animal Crossing, Pokemon... What else do I play? Okami, and a couple other things I don't remember. Pussy First, though, that's free sex. No, it was horrifying. The movie is called Terrifier, and it's one of those fucked up movies, too. I haven't been that disturbed since some of the Saw traps from, like, from the middle parts of the Saw series. But, yeah, it was a good stream. I had a good time. I hope you guys did, too. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Robert, Snowman, Shaniqua, Ash, all the classics, my friends, my viewers, my fans, I guess. And I am going to go. That is not it. I'm going to go do this. And I will see you later.
I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it.
Help me! Help me! I want chicken, I want liver. Meow mix, please deliver.
Fuck you. Fuck me.
I'm going to place him in an easily escapable situation involving an overly elaborate and exotic death.
You have a toy body. Yes. I see that from your tight pants. Yes, you are tight like a tiger.
Holler if you hear me!
Ass haircut you got, you get some bitches on your dick. Oh, better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass if she ever stop fucking with that brain surgeon, the lawyer she fucking with.
What? And I want to die too. Oh, yes. I want to die.
Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.